and welcome of 12 days of Christmas crafts here at Beyond Creation. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to share all of these 3D cards that I made. I took a 3D Hunkydory class at the beginning of December. I was able to make these 12 Hunkydory 3D cards, which I am super excited about, and I wanted to share them with you. These I am going to be giving to all of my co-workers at work, so I am so excited to have these. I learned how to make quite a few new card styles, and these all vary in size from standard A2 to square cards to we got an easel card or two in here, and it was just really exciting to learn how to make some new cards and get new inspiration. And then there's also some scrappies left from all of these topper sets. So let's get into it. So I'll start first with the 5x7 cards. This is one of the ones that we made. It's got little polar bears on it. And as you can see, we used a ton of foam tape in this class. It was so much fun. And it just adds so much dimension to the card. This is a 5x7 card. And I learned how to make a 5x7 card that stands upright. I learned how to make a 5x7 card that opens from the top. It's a little bit challenging to do because the cardstock is 8.5 by 11 and 12 by 12 isn't even big enough, because in order to make it a top folding card, you need to have 14-inch cardstock. So I learned how to make the top folding 5x7 card. So it's really neat to have that skill now. So this was the first one, the little polar bears. The next 5x7 card here, this one is a regular 5x7, and this one has little puppies, and it says, "What do you wish for this Christmas?" And it's got the topper in the center there and all of the 3D elements. We have this one here. This one again is just a regular 5x7 card. This one might have been trimmed down the slightest bit, but I love this topper set. I've made a couple other cards using the regular topper for it, and it was one of my favorite ones. I just loved the wine with the Christmas tree and the fireplace in the background. I just thought it was so pretty. So I love this card. The next one is the Santa. And again, so much foam tape, so pretty, and a nice big sentiment at the bottom. I used my We Are Memory Keepers press to get the corners, and that makes it just match this topper base. So that is that one, and it's perfect. This one again is the top folding 5x7. So we were able to make a couple of those to really learn how to do it. And it stands upright, so it's perfect. I love it. And then the last of the 5x7 sized cards is this one. This one was really fun. We were actually trimmed down this piece here, and the teacher rounded her corners, but I decided to use this fun one using my We Are Memory Keepers little press. Gave it really funky corners. I think that is just so pretty. And we've got the little robins here, and we used this long topper here, and because we trimmed this down, it's perfect. It hides right to the edge of the card, and it also stands up perfectly. So that was this one. This one was really fun to do. Moving on to the square cards. So part of the class was she prepared some of the die cuts. So this die cut base here was one that she created using a postage stamp die. I want to say it's from Spellbinders, but I can't be sure. I can't quite remember. But it was the postage stamp, and this is just a regular square card. So this one was really fun, really pretty. I love the Three Wise Men. And then just this Merry Christmas sentiment on the front. We also have this one. This is a bigger square, and basically we took the solid cardstock and we built this topper on the big base. So it's a little bit off center, which is kind of fun. You don't see that a whole lot. So it's like 3D and then it goes off to non-3D. And then we put this little strip here, the sentiment strip, and we stretched it. We were able to trim it, cut it so that it fit perfectly, and it looks like it's just continuing on like it's one piece, which was really cool. So that is this one. Next, we have this one here, and this again is just another square card, all the dimension in there as well. And this one's just a really nice wintry kind of scene. I love that it is circle on the square base. I think it's just so pretty. And then we raised this little strip here using foam tape, and we were able to actually, this isn't one whole piece. We were a little bit cheeky where we sliced it in half, and then we were able to make it look like it's one continuous piece, even though it's not. So I liked being able to learn those little tricks while in this card class. It was really interesting, really informative. This one is one of my favorite cards that we made in this class. Again, they used the postage stamp die for this one. I think it's just so pretty, and this was one of my favorite 3D toppers that we created. I just love the florals. I think it's just so pretty. The colors, the whites with the reds, I think it's just stunning. I love this card. Square, top down folding. That's just what I chose to do. We could have done it side folding, but I really like the top folding card. This one says Merry Christmas to you and yours. And again, I think this is one of my favorite cards that we made in this kit, but the next three are a new card style that I learned, so I'm excited to show you those. The first is this one here, and this one was really fun and interesting. So it Hunkydory does these card bases, so you don't have to worry about making them yourself. I actually have a kit that has these bases in it, so it was really fun to learn how to use them, because when you look at the piece as a whole, it's kind of hard to know what piece folds where and how to put it together. So that was really informative to learn. And then we have the little topper in the center, and then it also just stands up. Well, I mean, the front is a bit heavy, but it does stand up, and it is like a really fun 3D effect with the snow in the background. So this one was really fun to learn. And then we have this easel card with this teddy bear and then Santa's sack. This one is just so super fun. I love this one, and we used the 3D foam strips to create the little piece here, so that this does fold up like that, and then it does fold down flat, so you can put it in an envelope. So this one was really fun to put together. I love easel cards. They are one of my favorite cards to make. And then last but not least is this card. This one was so much fun to learn how to make. So basically it was a square card that we basically cut out a big strip from the front panel so that we could add in this acetate here, and we used the snowflake acetate, and then we put the car on the inside and layered that with gold foil cardstock, and it is just so pretty. I just love how it turned out. We learned how to hide the mechanics of the acetate, gluing the acetate down to the cardstock, so that was really interesting to learn. And that is the final product. This is one of my favorite ones that we made. And then obviously this one, as I said, is one of my favorite ones that we made. I just wanted to show you all of the 3D cards that I made in this class. And I hope to actually share some of the tips and tricks that I learned in the class with you guys in 2023 with more cards that I'm planning on making. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, so that you are notified for every day that I post the 12 days of Christmas crafts.